just like desire trees, who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen condition of soul. Namo Namaha.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the leaks in the temple.
Oh, yeah. It's not as bad now because when it rained after the dry spell,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it was still
front up. And now it's not as bad because everything.
Is it possible that the same people working on the new temple can do something to fix this roof?
We'll talk about it.
Oh, 2 garlands. This little one, I don't know if that'll, let's see. Is that, with difficulty, these are so fragrant, huh? Wow. My apologies that Amarendra Prabhu couldn't make it, so I'm the poor substitute. Could I get some water? The rich substitute. I'm not sure what I'm rich in, but anyway. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodanandana Brajajanarandana Jasodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jayam Vishnupad, Paramahamsa, Parivrajikacharya, Rasatora Sadashri Srimad, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shai Mukunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dhama Ki Jai. Mathura Dhama Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dhama Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dhama Ki Jai. Gangamai Jamuna Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pacharane. Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paskatya Desatarane. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Stam Sajivam. Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam. Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Vanchakapachubhascha Kripa Sindhavya Patijanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So it's August 5th, 2026 in New Goloka, Hillsborough, North Carolina, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. It won't go, huh? Can you turn it off then, so at least we don't have the wrong thing up there? If you restart it, is there a chance? The whole thing, okay. So we just don't have the verse up. If any of you have a phone or tablet or something, so this is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 76, verse 20. Maybe some of you could read on your phones or whatever. 1076:20. Some of this is, most of these words are actually pretty simple, so I'll say it slowly. Tad adbhutam mahat karma. Prajum asya mahatmana. Drisvatam pujayam asu. Drisvatam pujayam asu. Sarve swaparasainika. Sarve swaparasainika. Please chant. Anyone who has a... Tadadbhutam mahat karma. Prajumnasya mahatmana. Drisvatam pujayam asu. Sarve swapada sainika. Tadadbhutam mahat karma. Prajumnasya mahatmana. Drisvatam pujayam asu. Sarve swapada sainika. Tadadbhutam mahat karma. Prajumnasya mahatmanaha. Drisvatam pujayam asu. Sarve Swapada Sainika. Tat, that, Adbhutam, amazing, Mahat, mighty, Karma, feat, that's F-E-A-T, not F-E-E-T, so an action. Prabjunasya, of Prajumna, Maha Atmanaha, the great personality, Dristva, seeing, Tam, him, Pujayam Asu, honored, Sarve, all, Swa, of his own, Para, and of the enemy side, Sainika, the soldiers. So both Swa, his own side, and Para, the enemy side, Pujitam, they worshipped him for his wonderful activity, Adbhuta. BBT translation, when they saw the glorious Prajumna perform that amazing and mighty feat, all the soldiers on both sides praised him. This is again with the fight going on with Shalva. Srila Prabhupada's translation in Krishna book, when everyone present on the battlefield saw this wonderful feat, again this is F-E-A-T, of Prajumna's, the great fighters on both sides praised his acts of chivalry. The only commentary we have is by Srila Sanatana Goswami. Srila Jiva Goswami's is identical. Seeing this extraordinary, most excellent Mahat feat, they all praised Prajumna. Or it was most astonishing, since in a moment all the illusions were destroyed, and since at the same time he shot down Shalva's chariot drivers, etc. However, it was not amazing for him, since he had unlimited Shakti, Mahatmanaha. Tad Adbhutam Mahat Karma Prajumnasya Mahatmana Jisvatam Pujayam Ashu Sarve Swapada Sainika. When they saw the glorious Prajumna perform that amazing and mighty feat, all the soldiers on both sides praised him. So that's pretty nice if you can do something so wonderful that even your enemies praise you. Yeah? Pujitam, they were like worshiping him. And of course, you think the enemies, they don't exactly like it that all the illusions are destroyed. They don't like it that Shalva's drivers have been shot down. But still they're praising them. And Prabhupada talks about here chivalry. Of course, chivalry is applicable. It's nicely explained in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, only when there's mock fighting between friends. When it's like a sport. Like if you're playing a game with your family, you're playing Scrabble or something with your family. So even though you're trying to win, you also are appreciative of and even celebrate the good moves of the other party because you're all friends. Yes? And we find many examples given in Nectar Devotion where the cowherd boys are appreciating the mock fighting of the other party. And pretty sure Srila Jiva Goswami, who says that when you're fighting a demon, it's not really chivalry, it's anger rasa rather than the chivalry rasa. But still, at the same time, one can be appreciative like that. Yes? Oh, wow, even though what you're doing is dangerous for me, still you've done it very well. So there's even a little bit of this sportsman-like idea. But Srila Sanatana Goswami, echoed by Srila Jiva Goswami, makes this interesting point that in one hand it was amazing to destroy all these illusions, to knock down these big fighters was amazing. On the other hand, it wasn't amazing because it's Prajumna. It's Prajumna who is understood different ways in different places. One place Srila Prabhupada says that this Prajumna is not part of the Chaturvyuha. He's the demigod Kamadev. And another place he says he is not a jiva, but he's part of the Chaturvyuha. So he says two contradictory things. When I was very new in the Hare Krishna movement, this was one thing that really bewildered me. And I remember asking many senior devotees how to rectify these two opposite statements, and nobody had a good answer. I mean, the basic conclusion is that he's a living entity who is empowered with the Shakti of Pradyumna, of the Chaturvyuha. But in any case, he's one of Krishna's sons, and a great personality, a Mahatmanaha, a great soul, and therefore, on the other hand, it's not so amazing, right? If some Olympic athlete does something amazing, it's not as amazing as if I do the same thing, yes? You say, okay, well, they're an Olympic athlete. Still, there's wonder there. We don't discount it. So we want to look at this fact that wonder, this adbhuta, and I've talked about this many times because it's very, very relevant to us, that this adbhuta is, first of all, related to love, and second of all, is present in any kind of rasa. Rasa is a very difficult word to translate, as Srila Prabhupada himself said in the Nectar Devotion. It's kind of, you can't really get a one-word equivalent, but it's the whole experience that we have of enjoyment, of taste, which is our motive for anything. And Srila Prabhupada explains it in the preface. And those who don't have love, so I think it's a pretty good assumption that most of the para here, most of the enemy side, didn't have love for Pradyumna. I think that's a reasonable assumption. So when they're experiencing wonder, it's just a rough form. It's not the full form of wonder. And then I want us to think, if we can think about instances of Krishna and his devotees doing some extraordinary heroic feat that can fill us with wonder. So actual wonder, actual adbhuta as a rasa, it's a secondary rasa. It's related to love. And it is also present anytime there's any sort of experience of pleasure. So if we go to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 4.2.12-13, Srila Rupa Goswami writes, when an unloved person performs extraordinary actions, it is not astonishing. But when a loved one performs actions even a little uncommon, they produce astonishment. Therefore, it goes without saying that if the dearest person performs the most extraordinary actions, it will certainly produce astonishment. Thus, the sweetness produced from rati, rati means love, and through some primary relationship has also been mentioned in this discussion of Vismaya rasa. Vismaya is a synonym for adbhuta. The way Srila Prabhupada explains this in Nectar Devotion, chapter 46, is the activities of a person, even if they're not very extraordinary, create an impression of wonder in the heart and mind of the person's friends. But even very wonderful activities performed by a person who's not one's friend will not create any impression. It is because of love that one's wonderful activities create an impression in the mind. In other words, in order for us to have the real rasa of wonder, we first have to have the real rasa of love for that person. We can think of how Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati defines envy. He gives an example. Anyone know that example of envy that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati gives? So two friends are talking, and one of them says, oh, Mr. So-and-so, you know, our childhood friend. He's a high court judge now. And the other friend says, him? Forget it. No way. He could have been a high court judge. And the first friend says, no, really, I saw him sitting on the bench. And the second friend said, well, then they must not be paying him. He must not be getting any salary. So if you don't really love somebody, even if they do something extraordinary, you don't feel wonder at it normally. Oh, whatever, that's just a useless person. Nothing they do has any account. Yeah? And if you love someone, even little things, right? When you love your baby, when they say gaga goo goo or when they say mama, then you're so excited and you write to all your friends about it and you take videos and you put it all over the internet. Although it's not very extraordinary. Most babies say mama. It's not really actually something that amazing. You know, my baby took their first step. They can hold a rattle without letting go or whatever, you know. You see all the bumper stickers, my child is an honor student. You know how many honor students there are in the world? I mean, it's not like a really big big deal. But when there's love, it's a very big deal. And even the tiny, insignificant things done by someone we love, we magnify them and we feel wonder. And of course, so Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, if there's someone who you love and they do something wonderful, how wonderful is that? And then Srila Jiva Goswami, commenting on these two verses in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, says, having said that Advaita Ras will manifest completely only in relationship to Krishna, the author establishes that all rasas possess some Vishmaya rati. This is expressed in two verses. And again, I really think that this is important. Anytime we're experiencing pleasure, there has to be some sense of what I call the wow factor, which means that if I cultivate this wow factor in relationship to Krishna and his devotees, it will help grow my love for them. Going on with Srila Jiva Goswami, he says, thus it is said, rase saras chamatkara sarvatrap ishyate budai tasmad adbhuta evaha kriti narayano rasam. The translation of that is, in rasa, the essence is said to be astonishment by the wise. Therefore, Adbhuta Rasa is said to be fully expressed in the Supreme Lord Narayana. This is from a work by Dharmadatta, quoted in Sahita Darpana. So how is it that those who don't have any love for Krishna or Pradyumna are also praising him and experiencing some of this wonder? So this is explained in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.370. Since it is the sole cause of the wonderful experience, chamatkara, of all bliss, ananda, love, rati, is the most excellent emotional state, bhava. Any harsh response that lacks the emotional state of love cannot be a receptacle for this wonderful experience. And Srila Vishwanath Thakur comments on the verse. He said, the devotional sentiments of one in whom attachment or rati has not yet awakened, but who nevertheless feels some joy and wonder while experiencing the rudimentary stages of devotion, is called ruksha, or rough. So it's there, but it's rough. It's not refined. It's not developed. I mean, you can think even in an ordinary material sense, it's kind of begrudging praise, right? So this is the battlefield. Pradyumna just really knocked down their advantages. The illusions are a big advantage. And so they're praising him, but it's a rough kind of praise. Well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, you know. But it's not deep appreciation. So we find, right, even if in our dealings with devotees, if we don't have any love for them, with kind of begrudging praise. Well, you know, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty nice. But without love in our heart, we're not going to actually experience some rasa with that wonder. So I wanted to spend the bulk of the time, actually kind of more interactive here, with let's meditate on some of the activities, and I think we can focus to some extent on, you know, this kind of prowess, fighting, chivalrous activities of Krishna and devotees that fill us with a sense of wonder. Because again, without this wonder, we're not going to experience rasa. Everybody wants to experience rasa? Yes? I hope so. Yes? That's why we're here? Okay. So if we just like say, oh yeah, Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill with the little pinky of his left hand. Oh yeah, well, he's God. He could just do that. And then there's no wonder, and then there's no awakening of rasa. So I'd like to just ask, what are some activities? Let's start with Krishna, then we're going to go to the devotees. Because Pradyumna, in one sense, we can say that he's Krishna, and in one sense, we can put him in the category of a devotee. So what's some activities, heroic activities of Krishna that can fill us with wonder? Yes?
Well, actually, if I may change the subject.
I don't know if you may or not.
About Krishna tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to get to the devotees. We're going to do that. Don't worry. We have 20 minutes. We can give, like...
Krishna killing the demons.
Which demon? Pick a demon. Aghasura. All right, well, that's really cool, Krishna killing Aghasura, because, don't worry, I'm going to give equal time for the devotees. Because what happened there, he didn't want the cowherd boys to go into Aghasura's mouth, which is interesting. You know, that sometimes the devotees apparently do something that Krishna doesn't like Mother Yasoda tying him up. But the motive is love. So the boys were thinking, we're going to give Krishna an opportunity to show his heroic activities because we know he enjoys that. So they go into Aghasura's mouth, and then if your friends are inside the demon, how are you going to kill the demon without killing your friends? Do you want? I can move it further or closer if that's the problem. That's a problem. Do you want to change the volume? Oh, you want to pass around a mic? Oh, look at this. Brilliant. Thank you. I can also repeat, but yeah, you can pass around the mic. How are you going to kill the demon without killing your friends? Because as soon as you kill the demon, then they're in his belly, they're going to die too. And it said that Krishna had to think about it for a minute. How am I going to do this? How am I going to both save my friends and kill the demon? And then he does it in a way, he makes the demon bigger. He makes himself bigger in the demon. Right? So the demon could die without his friends dying. And then, of course, it was also Adbhuta, because the soul of the demon visibly, normally we don't see the soul. If you've ever been around somebody, when they die, you don't generally see the soul hovering in the room. So the soul was visible to everyone and visibly entered Krishna's body. Yes? And then actually that soul, then Lord Brahma saw this whole thing happening, and that's when he was so astonished by this whole thing. And there was a whole talk about this. It's explained by our acharyas in Lord Brahma's abode about Krishna killing Aghasura, that Lord Brahma had to come down and see what was going on. And when he came down to see what was going on, then he stole the cowherd boys and
that
the
was
calves.
that was more Adbhuta.
That was even more Adbhuta when Krishna then manifested himself as the cowherd boys and the calves, and even more Adbhuta when they all showed themselves as Vishnu, worshipped by all living entities, so much Adbhuta that even Lord Brahma couldn't handle it. And he just fell to the ground, speechless. Okay, somebody else, some activity we have back there. Some activity of Krishna that fills you with wonder.
Thank you. First time when I read Krishna book, and there was description when Krishna is entering Mathura and fighting the Kuvalaya Pida elephant, I was like, oh, what strategy he will take. I mean, like, that's a quite a daunting task to fight an elephant.
Yeah.
So this was like a very exciting for me to read. But second, if I can.
Well, let's look at that one first.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if my daughter's often listening to class, so this would be a fantastic dance, because when you read in the Bhagavatam the different maneuvers that Krishna takes with the elephant, he goes this way, the elephant goes this way, he goes this way, the elephant goes that way, he goes under here and he grabs this and he does that, and he has this very incredible dance going on with this elephant to kill him. And then, of course, Krishna and Balaram take the tusks, the uprooted tusks of the elephant, into the wrestling arena. And what was the second one?
And the second one, when Krishna subdued Kaliya, this was like really showing off his talent, especially for for gopis, and trying to make it really dramatic. So this was very nice.
Well, I know my daughter's troupe has done a Kaliya dance, but that's actually quite similar, because it's also this moving strategy, and you have, Kaliya had over 1,000 hoods, but there were 101, I think, main hoods, 100 or 101, and Krishna was particularly subduing those. So he would subdue one hood, and then another one would come up, and he would subdue one, and another one would come up, and meanwhile Kaliya is spewing fire and poison, right? And it said Kali had this reddish jewels, but they were defeated by the red on the bottom of Krishna's feet. So one time I was at our big festival in Russia, And in the evening, there was entertainment. There were these dancers, and it was outside at night when it was dark. And their costumes were covered with lights, kind of like Christmas lights. But they also had, out of their headpieces and out of their pieces on their wrists, actual small fireworks were coming out. Like, no joke. You know, they were actually, I mean, they were miniature ones, but they weren't just like sparklers. I mean, they were fireworks coming out of their headdresses. I don't think they could take that across a border. So I think you could only see this if you actually went to Russia and saw this. It was definitely very dangerous. I mean, there was no question that it was dangerous. And they were dancing with these fireworks, and it reminded me of, you know, I was thinking while I was watching this, that Krishna dancing on Kaliya, and then Kaliya's in the water, and it was slippery. So his heads are slippery with water, and he's spewing fire and poison, and constantly in motion, and one head going to, and yes, our acharyas do say that Krishna was showing off for the gopis, that this was the start of Purvarag. And of course, Srila Sanatana Goswami talks about Krishna bringing up the gopis onto Kaliya in ways that nobody could see, and dancing with them on Kaliya's hoods. Okay, anybody else? Yes, we bring the mic over here.
Hare Krishna. So, I like to say two things. First of all, Krishna is God. So anything he performs is just amazing and wondrous, and we can describe it. We cannot even describe how good it is, no matter how qualified a person is. That's what means God. So first thing. The second thing is like when Krishna is few years old, he kills Putana, and then a baby, few days old, how amazing it is. So everything, in summary, every activity only can be done in a wondrous way, astonishing way. Only God can do it. No one else can do it.
So Putin is a wonderful example, a little tiny baby. So if any of you can keep in mind what a very, very small baby looks like, and they're not able to do practically anything of any significance, right? Like 2-3-month-old baby, they can hardly even hold something, and still he's able to kill this great demon. I was thinking the other day about Sakatashura. I was thinking, you know, we sing every day, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Krishna walking by the bank of the Yamuna, and Krishna's very soft feet, right? The gopis are worried about the tiny, tiny twigs or whatever that Krishna might step on, and here he has little baby feet, and little soft baby feet, and they just touch the cart, and it breaks with his little feet. Yes, Gorangi. He already said Putana. All right. Anybody else? Something of Krishna that you fills you with wonder? Yes.
Krishna being present with multiple gopis and his multiple wives in Dwarka at the same time, so that fills me with wonder.
Yeah, that is really amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that filled Narada Muni with so much wonder that he couldn't comprehend it. Narada Muni, who can see, he can't see everything like Krishna can, but Narada Muni, who can see past, present, and future, and he can see so many things, he couldn't understand it. He was like, I don't get it. It's the same Krishna, but in each house he's doing something radically different. And every house, every palace that Narada Muni came to, Krishna would greet him as if he hadn't already seen him in the other palace. You know, and after a while, Narada just was like going from one to the other. And then with the gopis, yes, each gopi thought, Krishna's only dancing with me. Yeah?
I know this is a devotee, but
Well, we're almost at the devotee. We're not
Okay.
there yet. We're not there
Okay.
yet. We're going to get there. Don't worry. Yes?
Yeah, see, Krishna, he showed opulences to all type of people. Like there are some Brahmavadis, there are Mayavadis, there are devotees, and he showed them that he is God beyond doubt at different levels. Like if you look at Govardhan, I did Govardhan Parikrama once, and that too in the night without sun, and it is quite challenging to just think that somebody can lift on the, like on just his tiny finger. It's amazing. Like, so even if somebody is a total non-believer, it is not possible for them to explain.
Yes.
And then, but to Mother Yashoda, when he opened his mouth and showed his form, like as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still she does not believe that he is God. And that is a totally different level of expression.
That is a different kind, that is also a different kind of amazingness,
so
that Krishna can show his universal form to his mother in such a
Yes.
way that she still feels that this is my son.
And Mahaprabhu describes that, right? When he explains those five rasas, he's also explaining like how Nand Maharaj and your Mother Yashoda literally wanted to protect. Like the one who gives protection to everybody, they are thinking they can protect him. So it's so sweet. I mean, he's interacting at different people in different level. So only God can do that. There is no other. There's no other way. I mean, he has
Yes,
to be the
that
Supreme
is,
Person.
that is a great wonder, how Krishna is relating to everyone, even to the atheists, he's relating to them and forgetfulness. Even their ability to forget Krishna, the ability to conclude that there's no God is also coming from Krishna. We can also look at wonder even at how Krishna is acting in nature. Yes, the strength of nature. Krishna says, I give and withhold the rain. Right? Arjuna says to Krishna, you are air, the strength of the ocean, the strength of the sun. Even in our ordinary life, we can see the light of, Krishna says he's the light of the sun. And that can even fill us with wonder. We can say, wow, how wonderful Krishna is. The sunrise and sunset, it's explained in the Bhagavatam, are the movements of his garments in the sky. You know, if we can be filled with wonder at these things, seeing how they are Krishna, then that also increases our love for him. All right, now to the devotees. So what devotees? We have Rudrani first there. What prowess and heroic activities of the devotees fill us with wonder? Yes.
So to conclude with Krishna's Adbhutam.
Oh, when I want to talk about Krishna, you want to talk about devotees? Or we want to talk about devotees? You want to talk about
There in
Krishna?
about half a second.
Okay.
There's nothing about Krishna that is not amazing. There's absolutely nothing. Like our Madhava Prabhu said, there's nothing but just his existence, everything, every single, and that goes on eternally forever.
Wow.
There's not an incident that is not filled with Adbhutam for Krishna, in the sense of glorifying the Supreme Lord. So
Wonderful. Thank you. That's a wonderful summary.
the first,
yes.
the first thing that came to my head is something really tangible. And the tangible is a personality whom we associate with every day. And that is Maharaj, sitting there in his rocking chair.
She's about to embarrass you. She's about to embarrass you. So now you're going to take out your earplugs to make sure that
My
you can be...
intention is not to embarrass Maharaj, but to praise what he has created, thanks to his sense of determination, his fighting spirit. He's never taken no for an answer to create this community. So that's what I was leading toward, to glorify our beloved Virakrishna Maharaj for creating this community where we are all enjoying the benefits, thanks to his immense sacrifice. And if we study the history of how this temple came to be, we'll be absolutely amazed how things happen, how Krishna was there every second making it possible. So that's my little spiel.
Were you able to understand that? And of course, Tulsi, who's here, was here from the beginning, yes? And you saw how this place came up from nothing, right? It was just raw land and all the austerities that... Jai. Tulsi paid for it.
Tulsi Ki Jai.
By book distribution? So that
Wow.
also is amazing. So that Tulsi actually paid for the whole development of this place by distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. The initial year's maintenance. Well, thank you. And that is also amazing.
I was going to bring up Narada. Narada Muni, many amazing things, but what came up to me was how he could visit 16,108 palaces in a day.
Narada Muni must have a pretty amazing scheduling system
I mean, you know.
to visit all those palaces. That is also wonderful. Anybody else for a devotee? Hanuman. All right, can we pass the mic back?
I just wanted to mention Hanuman. I mean, like, pretty much from the beginning to the end, everything about him is you know, very astonishing. All his, you know, pastimes he's taking place, they are so, I mean, extreme maybe is not the best word to describe, but like hypen, you know, by, in every sense, everything what he
Everything.
does.
Can you
Yeah.
pick one thing that Hanuman did that you particularly find full of wonder?
Well, I was thinking, actually, I will do two.
Two, okay.
Yeah. So the Sanjivani, the herb.
Bringing
you
the
know,
mountain,
bringing the
right?
whole mountain. You know,
Yeah.
such a, you know, and burning Lanka.
And burning Lanka. I like with bringing the mountain, Prabhupada said that he was a monkey. He wasn't learned enough to figure out where the herb was, but he was very strong. So he thought, okay, I can't use my intelligence to figure it out, I'll use my strength. So I really like that. And burning Lanka, that was such a wonderful thing to do also in terms of strategy. Right? It was the way he could both give put the fear of God literally into the Rakshasas. And he also did some reconnaissance. He also did some spying by going all over Lanka and seeing what was there. Yes. Somebody else. Adbhuta Abhada devotee. Yes, Tulsi.
I just can't not think of how Prabhupada started everything. Just brought saving all of us.
Yeah, how Prabhupada started everything. Somebody, at 70 years old, which I'm getting much more an appreciation of what that means, coming on a cargo ship with a few books that weren't even, printed according to Western standards, and giving a philosophy and culture that was entirely foreign, speaking with a heavy Bengali accent, and sitting in a park playing some cartels. And from that to create a whole, it's practically speaking inconceivable. Practically speaking, it's inconceivable. Oh, thank you. You're appreciating the system itself. Thank you. The whole Anybody else? Something about a devotee that's wonderful. Yes, Dayavir.
Uddhava and said that he wants something that either you and me can't achieve. You know?
Yes, I like that in Brihad Bhagavatamrita when Narada and Uddhava are saying, Gopakumar wants something so wonderful, even we can't get it. Yes, the desire of the devotee to attain Vraja, to attain a relationship with Krishna is an incredible, practically inachievable desire. And yet, by Srila Prabhupada's grace, we're all at least hopeful, right, Ashubanda? we have some impossible hope. Well, Gauravani Pacharane, that Srila Prabhupada, because he's the ambassador of Lord Chaitanya, is able to give us at least some hope, yes? We all have some hope? I mean, when I look in my heart, I feel pretty hopeless, but then I feel, I was just telling some devotees in Gainesville, the more I practice Krishna consciousness, the further away Krishna consciousness seems to be from me. So although we're very hopeless, I hope so. but by Srila Prabhupada's great blessings and mercy, being the conduit for the mercy of Mahaprabhu, being the conduit for the mercy of all our acharyas, the most wonderful thing is that actually that we have some genuine hope. We have some genuine, yes? Otherwise it would be absurd. I mean, honestly, from my point of view, it's
I'm thinking
absurd.
about Aruva also. He's willing to give up his position as Krishna's best friend to become a blade of grass in Vrindavan.
that is also amazing that Uddhava is saying, you know, I'll just be a blade of, yes, I'm your best friend, Krishna, but I'll just be a blade of grass in Vrindavan so the residents can walk on me. Huh?
Sneaks into Vraj.
That's how he sneaks into Vraj. Good policy. So we should work on cultivating this sense of wonder, not to go through life in some dull person if we really want to enter into rasa. Anything good in this presentation is by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, and anything wrong is mine. Please take the good and leave aside the bad. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
That was a nice idea to do it that way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindadalayataksham Varhavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Agom Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Pasyanti Panti Kayanti Chiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham
Vimaravashaloka pravesha Nijachare utajiva Sheshalaka pravesha Jaka utajiva Moro Hare Hare Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva Moro Hare Hare Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva the string of Almanas, Shimada Surana, Prachandranandana Shama. Putana Gatana, Koitama Shatana, Nayana Sarathirama. Putana Gatana, Koitama Shatana, Jayana Sarathirama. Yeshona Durala, Govinda Gopala. Vinna Vinna Purinna. Mupi Priyajana Rathika Ramana Purana Sundara Mara. Purana Sundara Ravana Takara Makana Taskara Gopi Janat Vasrahavedi. Brajera Rakolo Goparuna Polo Chitagare Vamshi Dari. Yoganandana Shinanandana Brajana Vahore. Navina Nirada Rupa Manohara Mohana Bamshi Bihari. Yashodanandana Kamsani Sudana Nikunyarasa Vilase. Karama Karana Rasa Parayana Vrinavipinam Nivase. Anandavardhana Premani Ketana Pulashara Yojakakamba. Upakanagana Chita Vinodana Samasta Gunagana Dhamma. Jamuna Jivana Kele Parayana Manasa Chandra Jakora. Namachura Rasa Gao Krishna Jacha Ragovana Manamora Vipavoli Shesha Alaka Provisha Nityachari Uttajirana Uttajira Mohare Mukunda Mohare Ramakrishna Kuva Namaho Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Mutale Shimate Bhakti Vinanta Samaniti Namane Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharanaki Never say Shashanya Nari Prachacha is a tyranny Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gomadvrinda Krishna Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gomadvrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Rukanana, Radha Rukanana, Ragate. Radha Rukanana, Radha Rukanana, Ragate. Jaya Radha, Jaya Radha, Jaya Radha, Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha, Jaya Radha, Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha. Hey, Jai Om Vishnupad. Paramahamsa. Acharya. Also tell us that Shrimad is crying. Vaya Charanam Bhaktivedanta Goswami. Srila Prabhupada. ISKCON founder Acharya. Prabhupada. Ananta Koti Vaishnava. Friends, say, go Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu